Hi, welcome back. So we have already covered Python and we have covered few Python libraries, NumPy, Pandas and Matplotlib. Okay. So I think now is the right time to talk about machine learning. Before starting machine learning, I want to talk about another term with you, that is artificial intelligence. Okay. Many people use artificial intelligence and machine learning interchangeably. Okay. But there is a slight difference between both of them. Okay. So what is artificial intelligence and how it is different from machine learning? Okay. So to understand the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning, let's take a simple example. Okay. Let's say there is a child whom we want to teach how to cross a road. Okay. Now to teach a child how to cross a road, I have, let's say, two approaches. The first approach is I give complete instructions to that child. Okay. That go on the crossroad. First look left, if nothing is coming, then look right. If nothing is coming from the right, then cross the road. Okay. If I give this complete instructions to the child, he will be able to cross the road. Okay. And the second approach is we tell the child that we are not going to tell you how to do that. You just go on the crossroad, stand there for 10 or 15 minutes, observe people, then try to understand how road should be crossed and then do that. Okay. And then cross the road. So what is the difference between the two approaches? In the first case, we have basically instructed the child what to do. In the second case, we did not tell what to do. We basically gave him some examples. Okay, we gave him some examples of people and we told him to learn from them and take the decisions on your own. So this is exactly the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning. The first approach that I used, where I was giving all the instructions, that is artificial intelligence, and the second approach where the child is learning from examples, that is the technique of machine learning. Okay, so this is basically the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning. So I can say, in any way, if you can make a machine intelligence, that is artificial intelligence. Machine learning is one of the techniques in artificial intelligence in which we do this by providing some data, by providing some examples. Basically, machine learning is a subset of AI. Okay, machine learning is a subset of AI, but these days the best way of applying artificial intelligence is machine learning. Okay, so most of the artificial intelligence that is being applied is using machine learning. Okay, machine learning further has a subset, that is deep learning, which we will talk about later. Okay, as of now, we have artificial intelligence and we have machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of AI in which we provide basically data to our machine and our machine will learn from that data instead of giving our machines the instructions. Okay. Now what is machine learning? Machine learning is the ability of machine to learn from past data experience without being explicitly programmed. Okay, just now we discussed this, that without giving any instructions, without explicitly programming it, it is trying to learn from some examples. It is trying to learn from some past data. Okay, or in few words we can say using data to answer questions. Okay, yeah. So the next part is why use machine learning, why we want to use machine learning. Okay. Why we want to use machine learning is because certain tasks which require human intelligence can be automated. Okay, can be automated. Let's say we have a task that there are 1000 images. We want to tell whether that image is of a dog or a cat. Okay, so what is the problem? That there are 1000 images of dogs and cats. We have to predict which one is of cats and which one is of dogs. Okay, now this problem requires human brain because human brain actually knows how a cat looks like and how a dog looks like. Now, if we give human intelligence to the machines, they would be able to predict which image is of cat and which would be of dog with much higher speed. Okay. Now, the same task which would have taken like few hours to us, like it would have taken 3 or 4 hours to basically classify 1000 images, machine can do it in 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, machine is going to be very fast. Okay, it won't have to do much, it would just be putting all the values in an array and will give us an output of 1000 values in an array, that is 0 or 1. Okay, that it is cat or dog. So it will be that simple for it. It can, if we can provide human intelligence to them. Okay, now like there could have been two ways, right? Like if we have to apply machine learning to solve this problem, there could have been two ways. The first would have been that we can take the computation power from the machine. Okay, we can take the computation power, that is we can do that same task, that 4 hours task in 2 seconds, but that is not biologically possible, right? That is not possible to take some computation power from machine. The second way is that we provide our intelligence to the machine. Okay, so the second way was found out to be much feasible. So that's why machine learning came into the picture, machine learning and artificial intelligence, because that's more feasible way of doing that. We can give our own intelligence to the machines. Okay, so in this way, some tasks which require some human intelligence can be automated. So that's the task, that's the reason why we want to use machine learning. And then obviously develop systems that can automatically adapt and customize themselves to individual users, like personalized news. Okay, so if we want to give like personalized news to everyone, we can do it according to personal interests. Okay, like if some person is interested in sports, now that our website should be showing sports news to him. Okay, if he is interested in fashion, the person should be able to see fashion news. Similarly, he should be able to see educational news. Okay, so this is what machine learning is basically used for. Okay, yeah. Now what are some of the industry examples where machine learning is being applied? Some of the very common examples are Facebook. Okay, if you see the image recognition in Facebook, let's say you upload a image with 10 of your friends, Facebook will automatically detect that these are the 10 friends in this photo. Okay, this is done using machine learning. Okay, so how to solve this problem? Basically if all of your 10 friends have uploaded photos on the internet, now Facebook has started to use that data, use the images to recognize how that person looks like. Okay, let's say there is a person named Kunal, he has uploaded 100 photos on in his profile, in his Facebook profile. Now Facebook has started to understand from those 100 images how actually Kunal looks like. Now if I, Mohit, upload a photo with Kunal, Facebook would be very easily able to recognize that this photo belongs to Kunal. Okay, that there is Kunal in this photograph, because it had already learned from those 100 examples that the 100 images Kunal had uploaded himself. Okay, so that is the reason that Facebook is able to very correctly predict these days. Okay, as compared to if I talk about the same thing 7 or 8 years ago, Facebook used to do classification, but then the data which Facebook had, the images which people had uploaded was not sufficient. Okay, but now since the data has improved, there is lots of images for each of the person, with time it has increased, Facebook is able to recognize people better. Okay, yeah. Another example is suggestion while writing emails. Okay, if you go to Gmail, you are writing some emails, there are automatically few suggestions over there, right? Some of the suggestions like thank you. Okay, like if someone writes email to me, Mohit, please look into this issue. Now what are my most likely replies? My most likely reply would be I will look into this now, I will look into this later, yeah, something like that. Okay, so these are basically the suggestions which Gmail itself give me. Now how it does that? Now this exact email, please look into this issue, this would have been sent all over the world repeatedly. Every day this would have been sent, right? Like let's say there have been 1 lakh instances where this same question has been sent. Okay, now using that data, Gmail can easily able to recognize that the most common answer for this is going to be this. Okay, that generally people reply such questions with such answers. So in this way, using the past data, we are able to solve this problem, that Gmail is able to automatically gives us suggestions. Okay, yeah. And the next examples are Alexa and Siri, which you must be already aware about. Okay. Then earthquake predictions, these are some of the regions where we can use this. Then sports like cricket. If you talk about cricket, when a team is batting first, there is a predicted score in the bottom of the screen. Generally you see like the predicted score is 350. Okay, if a team loses a wicket, the predicted score comes down to 310. Okay, but I mean some sort of like this, it is basically based on the predictions. Okay, predictions on the past data, that when the team was in this position against this opposition, the team was able to score this much score. Now it is using that data to basically predict what our final score is going to be. So in sports also it is used in many places, in chess, in cricket, and in many other places. Then in the music industry it is also used. Spotify is able to recommend us songs like very efficiently. Okay, even I have read some user reviews that Spotify knows me well, better than what I know myself. Okay, basically Spotify makes a playlist for every user according to their interest, according to the songs they have been listening on Spotify. Okay, so this is a very good example. Then in finance industry, this is used a lot, like which stock is going to have a higher price next time, which are the ones you should buy, which are the ones you should sell. So it's very much used in finance industry also. Okay. Then traffic management using smart traffic lights. Basically at different time of the day, we have to give different duration to green light and red light. Okay. So if we have the past data about the traffic flow, we would be able to predict it very easily that what timing should we be giving at different time of the day. Okay. Then we have automated driving, and as we already know, like automated cars. So these are all the examples of artificial intelligence and machine learning we have been repeatedly seeing in our day-to-day lives. Okay.